Welcome back to the GreenHulk garage, and today I am riding the brand new Sea-Doo Explorer Pro, and I must say this is definitely a unique watercraft. I actually rode it yesterday for about 75 miles, but I didn't get any opinions on camera because I really wanted to get the feel for this watercraft before I said anything about it, and it's certainly different than any other thing that I have ridden, mainly due to the windshield. Every other watercraft in the market today, you do have wind in your face, and that's really something that I like. You're out there in the elements and it's more of a raw experience, but this is completely different. You got way less rider fatigue, way less wind noise, and way less wind in general. Now, if you do want the windshield can fold down, and I'll show you that in a second. But for someone that really wants to go out and explore or relax, or someone that's in cold weather or wants to stay out of the elements in a climate where it rains a lot, or whatever you can really think of, this is going to be a game changer. Yesterday, we did exactly what these things were intended to do. We loaded them down with gear, we stopped on the beach, we cooked a full course meal, better than anything you would get in a restaurant. And it really is incredible that you could do that on a watercraft these days. So if we look at this windshield, you can see how it's got some curvature in it, and that deflects the wind like a bubble around you, and you really don't have much. I'm just barely tall enough to where the wind grazes the top of my head, but other than that, I had no wind on me. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be concerned if you get in an accident, what's going to happen. You know, are you going to get knocked out on this windshield, or are you going to lose all your teeth? And that's not going to be the case here, because it's actually on a shock absorber. So if you hit it gently, the windshield will just move out of the way and go with you. But if you actually hit it hard enough, it'll pop forward completely out of the way. And then if you want to ride like that and get a true open air experience, you absolutely can. I actually did it for a little while yesterday just to try it out. And one thing that I really liked, and it kind of surprised me, was the lack of wind noise. So me and my girlfriend go riding together a lot. If we happen to be on one of these, we could hold a conversation and I could hear her and she could hear me without a problem. And with the reduction in wind noise, the sound system was just absolutely incredible. It was almost too loud versus on my RX PX. When I get up to speed, the wind noise kind of muffles it and it gets quiet. Even though you can still hear it on the RXP at speed, it is much, much louder on this and clearer due to the lack of wind noise. And that's something that I really liked. And of course, Sea-Doo included some other cool things into this. They also integrated a little flap in the windshield to get a little wind on you if you'd like, but not a crazy amount. The Sea-Doo also included a tilt and telescopic steering system on this, and they also have a revised rear deck to take all the gear that you can imagine. And another key feature that Sea-Doo added to this is a grab rail on the front of the watercraft, whether you want to drag it up on a beach or to assist in docking. And it actually helped. It's easy to grab this. It's the perfect size, and just drag it or tie it off to a dock where you need to. And a couple things that I do want to point out: no watercraft is perfect, and this one does have its flaws, one of which is the windshield. There is some curvature to it, which causes some distortion in your field of view, which it is low enough to where you can see over it while you're riding and still not experience any wind. But directly in front of you, it is kind of distorted, especially with some polarized sunglasses on. It's difficult to see what's right in front of the craft. But any windshield that you have on any product from any brand is going to have distortion when you put curves in it, and the reason these curves are here is to deflect the wind away from you, and it's really not the end of the world. But that's really my only complaint for the additions they did to this ST3 hull for the Explorer Pro model. So overall, I am impressed with the amount of versatility that this watercraft has and the amount of engineering and thought that Sea-Doo put into it. But is this something that I would buy today over any other watercraft in the market? And probably not, mainly because I'm just a performance enthusiast. While this is a fantastic watercraft, it's just not for me. Even though I do enjoy this a lot, I would absolutely take an RX PX over this, simply for the speed factor. So now we're going to ride another 75 miles back to where we started yesterday, and I'm going to try to get some footage riding and maybe even talking to you guys while I'm riding at speed, just to show you how much the wind noise is reduced, because I think it is incredible, and I think you'll be able to hear me just fine while we're riding down the river. So with that said, let's get on the water and get to some exploring. Novice Explorer Pro. Is it something that I would want? Not really. The windshield's not my thing. I don't think it's what a PWC should be, but at the same time, what I like and what other people like is just not going to be the same thing. There's plenty of people that would absolutely love this because of the windshield, because of the versatility of what you can do, and without a doubt you'll have a good experience on it. And that's really what I like about Sea-Doo, is the amount of things that you can experience on the water, because being on the water, in the end, it really is just about the experience. You know, they've got something for the performance enthusiasts. They have models for cruising around. They've got wake models. They've got fishing models. They've got this now, which would be an adventure or grand tour, I think. So they're really catering to everybody that could possibly be in the market for one of these things, and it's absolutely fantastic for the industry. And my only two complaints about this is the windshield distortion, especially with polarized sunglasses, which is not the end of the world because I can see over it. And then I really don't like the way the hull behaves. I actually lost a GoPro. I'm not the only one that lost a GoPro. I actually got on video a couple times of it going back and forth in the cross chop, and it's not that it's uncomfortable, and it's not that the ergonomics are bad, because the ergonomics are great, but when you get in some cross chop, it does get tossed around. It pushes the nose around a lot, and I got that on video, and it's really hard to keep it going straight, and you got to fight to keep this thing going straight. And that's really my only complaint. But this ST3 hull's been around for a while. It's nothing new. Lots of people love this hull. It's just not what I really like, but Sea-Doo does have something that I do like, and that's great. And it's great that they have something for everybody. And it really is a great option for the people that want to go on an adventure, or in cold weather climates, or in a lot of elements that they want to get out of. The windshield will take care of all that for you. There's lots of storage. And I even did like the front grab rail, even though that's not what you'll typically see on a PWC. But overall, this was an awesome experience, and I know a lot of you guys are going to like this watercraft. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.